Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal or medical advice, nor your own sound judgment. In truth, nothing can dim your magnificence. You are a divine spark, a universal light. You are here on purpose. You are part of a divine plan. And it's our joy to support you. We're here to celebrate you. Welcome to Angel Heart Radio. Powered by love, Angel Heart Radio is brought to you by angellight777.com. Transforming your life with the power of gratitude with Annette McCoy and her special guests on Angel Heart Radio starts now.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm delighted to do this special show. Grace-g-hom, thank you so much for deciding to join me on Angel Heart Radio, because this is a very, very important topic at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for inviting me and for creating this space for people to tap into different possibilities, but more importantly, for them to tap into their own power and be so connected to source that all these outside fears and controls that have been out there for so long, we can transform that together, transform that energy of fear, that energy of possibly manipulation and what have you, right? Yeah, so it's wonderful to be connecting with like-minded people at this time, because as we connect and create this energy to support one another, those other things outside are less important. And science has shown that our network of support is our outer immune system. When our outer immune system is supportive and kind and loving, it allows the body to feel safe, and it allows the body to heal too. So never underestimate how important you are, each of you, each and every one of you. You're all a part of a network, right? And when you come together in a beautiful space like this Angel Heart Radio, we are allowing everyone's outer immune system to be regenerated and revitalized and supported. And that is so important this time. And at any time that there's outside chaos and control and outside interference and manipulations and what have you, right? So yeah. And so I want everybody to just take a moment and take a deep breath and just notice your breath. And all the outside chaos, whatever they may be, we can just gently let them all go. And then we feel the energy within us with love and light and calmness and peace. So I'm going to tune into everyone's nervous system, because I know how at this time our nervous systems get a little nervy. If that's even a word. So I'm just tuning into the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems and just bring them into harmony. When they're working in harmony, we don't have to worry about your amygdala being hijacked by trauma, drama. And for the collective, we're going to just bring love and light to the amygdala to just calm that energy. And for so many of us, sometimes we don't even know how our bodies are entrained to chaos, all the noise that's around us, right? And we are self-medicating with food, self-medicating with stuff. And as I'm saying it, I had my cup of coffee here. I'm self-medicating. But everything. And
in moderation.
Yeah. Except for inner peace, that you can overdose on. Right? Oh. So just calming our nervous system and allowing the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems to work in harmony, that already allows the body to resume its beautiful, revitalizing, and self-healing capacities. Oh. Yeah. And maybe for some of you, that's all it requires to feel a little sleepy. And that's good, right? That's really good because the body's own healing is what we want to activate. And we do this simply by releasing all the things that have been causing stress. And I know most of you are very super empathic and intuitive. And many of you have taken on the issues of the world because you feel obligated to do something about it and to do healing for it. And I think that's really wonderful. The world really needs more people who kind of think that way, who are compassionate enough to do something about what's going on. So the healers among you, which is most of you on this show, most of you tuning in on the replay, you all need to take a moment to give yourself the space to breathe and to just come back into your heart space, because you have been given. And over giving is something many healers do. I can't relate to that, but no. but I got you guys. So then the stress that's created in our skeletal system, we're going to release that. And everything in our skeletal system and in our bones holds issues for a longer time because it's more dense than our tissue. And it was just in October that the scientists from, I think, Columbia University discovered this hormone, osteocalcin, in our bones, right? So now the skeletal system is also part of the endocrine system because it produces a hormone that responds to stress. And this hormone, osteocalcin, is responsible for regulating metabolism. It's responsible for growth and the development of your brain. So the thing is, if you're always stressed, it affects your brain development, your nervous system, and affects your hormones and your growth. So I want to just be sure that all the stress that's going on in the world gets released and clear in the light, and especially for all the children, that they have a safe space to grow, that their brains, their bodies, their mind, their spirit has a safe space to grow and to feel nurtured, so that all this isn't affecting them in the same way. And so from these studies, what we find is that stress, which creates more of an acidic environment in the body, and it's the acid that dissolves the bones and our teeth, because I've been working a lot with people on teeth and bone. And so I'm happy to just incorporate the new research that just came out 3 months ago. So that taking out all the stuff that's creating an acidic environment in your body, and we're going to clear that for you, for everyone on the call and on the replay. Oh. So for all the people for whom stress has already affected your bones, Let's clear that. And then allowing our nervous system and our whole body to be in the energy of deep relaxation to help the body create the right amount of bones for you, for your teeth, for your body. Yeah. So I feel like people on the call and on the replay, some of you are dealing with bone-related issues, whether you're losing bone with your teeth or losing bone density. We're going to clear all the issues that are creating that. Because when you have healthy bones, healthy teeth, it also helps you to have a healthy immune system in general. Oh. And then as the body is able to create more of the proper antibiotics, and we feed the biome with the right bacteria. So I'm going to energize the biome so you all have the right bacteria to support you to absorb the right nutrients. And as you feel more strengthened in the inside, you have immunity to anything that's going around, whether it's a cold, virus, bacteria, whatever infections that are going on around. When your own biome is strengthened, when your appendix is strengthened, because it helps the body to create antibiotics. And then another new organ system, or this new organ system, the mesentery, has been declared officially as a new organ system, I think in 2017. So the mesentery is that band of tissue that connects all your intestines. It gives your intestines like something to hold on to, right? And it's responsible for all the different communications because lymph goes through there, nerve endings, blood. So all the communication stuff happens there. And I find that because our bodies respond to frequencies and the mesentery is inside of us, I find it helpful to do light language for that because the sounds of light language are actually sounds that have been in our tissue for thousands of years. So when I speak light language, a lot of people react to that. And I was only able to speak light language the day after Christmas. So that was my Christmas present from the universe this year. So I'm going to do a little bit of light language to strengthen the biome and to strengthen the mesentery so that all the communication that happens in your abdominal area will now be strong and healthy, allowing the energies of health and vitality to be programmed into this part of you. And bacteria has been with us too. The bacteria in our guts has been there for thousands and thousands of years too, right? So it's especially responsive to light language. So let me just drink before I talk. Okay. So arugina gaga waragaganishka arugaga kurunichi kargarganikitka aruganijika konakachika godinichiko waragaga nikaga aruniga arikikanaga chonamichinikichika argonikichika akarigo aruginiki chikanwajikika arunichinikika koragaki arugaganavichika Arogentiki karkarka kariji kurukaka porukinika kariji saroka kanishika orokiki rokikina kachika akrikaka aka kurachi. And it sounds kind of funny. And the whole thing is it's supposed to bypass our rational mind. So for those of you who are hearing me use this for the first time, you may be annoyed or you may not be, right? Because it's asking your rational mind to like, okay, take a back seat and just allow the body to receive, because sounds like this have always been a part of our tissue. So in so many ways, light language is just sounding the frequencies that are already a part of your body in our tissues for so long. So here we go. Arokarinya chikar karkaka karkanichika purinichika porkarkachinike karkaka arokaki karmaka karmajichi aro karakachinaka arokaki karkaka kara karuchinikika arokaki karakaka karo kari karmajika kaka kanakaka arokanichika korokinikika kara inuchika porokada karakichinika karkaka kinaka korakika Porrichinichika, Kachimikika, Karakarka, Korakachika, and then somebody beeps outside. Okay, here we go. How is that feeling for you right now?
Yes, I feel much lighter, Grace. Thank you. And I'm trusting that that's the case for people who are tuning in whenever they're tuning in. That's what we're so delighted about with Angel Heart Radio. We're reaching so many people, and that's why it was so important to have you on today, because your talent is growing all the time. Look at that Christmas present you received. How wonderful. The light language. I love it.
Yes. So I'm going to release from just the collective consciousness, all the fears, all the fear programs, and possibly, all the depopulation programs or population control programs and even genocidal programs that have been around for whatever reason. We're going to clear that off our planet. And release that to the light, allow it to be transformed by the light, cleared by the light. So we hold space for loving, life-enhancing programs rather than whatever programs that are destructive to life. Not only human life, but marine life, the life of the planet, the life of the trees, and so much, right? Let's clear all that. And I know that, I don't know if 5G is a big thing where you are, but there's that conversation here too about 5G technology creating a lot of issues for people, weakening people's systems and nervous systems and what have you, right? So let's just strengthen our, again, immune systems and our nervous system so that we are not susceptible to all the electromagnetic radiation, pollution, toxins, and 5G stuff. Let's clear all that. And now I'm going to help our nervous system to remember its own function. Okay, so koromaki akanakakachika achmanakishika korokake aka korokakinika bajanmachika arorikika konajinike kokarborkika arakika konajinichi orokaka chimerchika konajika korokakarikika ko chimechika aroganitika kokaka korokaka chimachika korokakakinika kopaka korokakanika Ichmurkakanakika, Churchmanchi Karaka, Tunaji Karkaraka, Ekamunakaka, or Kara, Karkaka, Koka, Aki Nakaraka, Chimachika, Arukake karabake Durichika Karamarka Kaprechika Oronike Karabaka Kanechika Korakakani Chitmanikika Aruka Kanechika Korakakanika Kora Karakachinike Harukaka Kotimichi Korakakachika Kakatinchika Arukakinika Korakchika Akonaka Konichi Kanokaka Kori Ida Originichi Shorticha, Shortinichi, Karabakachi, Karukachi, Arakanika, Karakachi, Achi, Nato, Kara, Aronichi, Karawiki, Kaka, Porakaki, Ego, Economica, Orakakachi, Karakaka, Koshi, Ishinakika. Orakachi, Manachika, Klanwachika, Karakaki, Karakaka, Kurakika, Akakuka, Karakiki, Kaka, Kukakamika, Konaichika, Kako Konikika, Akonaka, Konaika, Kori Chinikiko, Kori, Chichika, Chichika, Kori, Chikiki, Korika, Korika, Korichika, Kora, Kori Chiniko Kokika, Konikika, Kori, Chichika. Orakaga, Korichi, Korigika, Chora Chika, Korichika, Chika. Rosiniko Koragi Akako Kenyachi Kore Eki Economy Kataruchika Rosinich Korejka Korechike Korejka Koraka Korejika Kinikaka. Oh, and I'm suddenly feeling really hot after doing that. So it's doing something. So I wonder if you guys are feeling hot or cold or chilled or just.
I'm fascinated by the light language, Jade, and you're aware of it coming through, and yet it's something that naturally flows.
And I believe because, the end of 2019 was so powerful. There were so many portals opening, right? Because this 1212, there were just so many amazing things opening up. I did so many activations in December. So the day after Christmas, when I was sitting in my Epsom salt bath, getting ready for bed and all that, then suddenly I just let myself speak whatever was needing to come through me to cleanse, because bathtub, I think this is where we all clear and cleanse stuff, right? So I'm like, whatever I need to clear and cleanse stuff, blah blah blah. And then this light language came through. I thought, oh, I can't believe it. And then I just started talking, and I did it for 3 hours just so I wouldn't forget. And so dumb.
3 hours straight.
Yeah, then I was like, I couldn't go to bed till 2 after that.
Wow.
So then I was supposed to, take my 9 p.m. bath, go to bed, be in bed by 10, blah, blah, blah. And then I wasn't in bed till 2:30. Oh, God. That's okay. Just that one night for language.
Incredible.
Yes, it is amazing. And the thing is, every single person is so capable of it, because it's just, if you notice, it feels like to me it's syllables, but it's not syllables. And there seems to be almost no vowel sound in it when I do light language. And when I listen to other people, I feel like there's almost no vowels, just syllables and sound. And if you ask me how to say something or whatever, I wouldn't be able to say it, because it's not about my rational mind remembering and knowing how to say it. It's just about allowing what needs to come through me to come through me. And again, every single one of us has been given all kinds of gifts, right? But some gifts sound so weird that you almost have to be playing in the energy with other people like yourself who are open-minded to feel safe enough to express yourself. So I've only known this light language since December 26, 2019. So it's not 2 months old yet. But that's the beautiful thing about being in 5D, right? We're playing in 5D. It's not about how many years it's required to master. It's about remembering and receiving the total awareness of who you are as a divine being. Because God, the universe, your angels always have your back, and they always want to give to you what you've been asking for a long time. So every single person who is listening right now, every single person listening on a replay, you all also have the capacity for light language and so much more, right? Because we are infinite beings. We came from source, which is infinite. If you come from source and you are infinite, you just have to remember that about yourself. And when you remember that about yourself, everything else that's created around you to keep you small and powerless, that gets just release, right? So remember, everyone on the call, remember that you are always divinely sourced, and that you are an expression of source energy or the Tao or God. And when you really know and remember that, you know that anything and everything is possible for you. And you can rebuild your health, you can rebuild your life in any way you want, and clear any obstacles that keep you from healing, from receiving, from being that infinite being who is always divinely sourced. And I just feel like just that in itself, as simple as it sounds, that is what the only thing you need to inoculate yourself against all the fears in the world, right? Because fears try to keep you small. But if you really know who you are, then all those fears, you know that they're just manipulations to keep you small. And when you know, they have no power over you. Right? So all those things that people are trying to do for whatever reason, there's lots of conspiracy theories, and some of those theories are actually true, and some are not. But at the end of the day, when you know who you really are, that you are a child of God, you're divinely sourced always, and that you are an expression of the divine, and you are the divine embodied. You can just have fun in this planet, and everything else is just other people's ways of having fun, which sometimes looks terrible. But then you have more choices about how you create your life and have fun and do things and heal yourself, and everything else, really, all those stuff that's being created out there from other people's egoic needs and stuff, you can just send them love and light and not need to fight them or do anything about them.
It's important that we believe in ourselves, isn't it, Grace?
Yes. Yeah, believe in yourself and that you are always stronger than all the issues and problems around you. So what if we program everybody to do that? Know that you are more powerful and stronger and bigger than any problem out there. Because you are divinely sourced.
One of the reasons that I felt it was very important to have you on this morning was because there is a lot of fear out there. And I know the media tend to, there's a groundswell, isn't there? The media take great delight, I guess, in bringing forward issues And so that can help people or get people to fear rather than, okay, is this about me? What can I do about whatever is happening in our lives or in the wider community?
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there for whatever reason, and it just controls and immobilizes people, doesn't it? The fear is really immobilizing because, again, fear, our skeletal system reacts to the fight or flight response. That actually creates issues then in metabolism, creates issues in mobility, creates issues in bone density, creates issues in just so many things. Overall development is affected. So yeah, thank God for the new research that actually makes sense, because I think intuitively we all know that when we are scared, we are either immobilized or we are running. So some people freeze and some people run to fight or fly. And of course, it's our skeletal system and our bones that's responding to the fight or flight. And at this moment, the government, in China is actually saying no one can travel anywhere, right? So people are actually forcefully immobilized. And that creates so much stress in the system and in people. So let's clear some of that for everyone. Oh, from our skeletons and our bones, clear that from our bones. Oh. Oh. And so for anyone who's actually dealing with osteoporosis, no matter what stage you're on, now we know what to focus on. It's not about the calcium or whether your body can handle more calcium, right? Because most people have actually too much calcium. It's about this reaction to having too much stress in your life. So if you don't give yourself permission to take care of you and to de-stress, I know that's like blaming the victim, but really, I don't want it to be about blaming the victim. But I just want to say, make self-care sacred, because your bone density, right, depends on it. Your health depends on it. Your hormones, your metabolism, all depend on it. Oh. So we're going to clear everything that keeps you or all those of you on the call and on a replay who are dealing with osteoporosis. Let's clear whatever stresses that are creating that in your life. Not that it's that simple to deal with stressful relationships that you are in all the time, right? It's not that simple, but you got to start giving yourself permission somewhere. So especially, I'm talking to especially all the listeners who are caretakers. It's very hard. Yeah. Ooh. But I think it's important to know what really causes osteoporosis. It's not so much about hormones and calcium, right? It's about being at the receiving end of a lot of destructive messages from people around you. So clear that. And then all the misinformation out there about menopause and osteoporosis, it's actually misinformation now because they're focusing on the wrong issues. And we're going to clear all those wrong ideas we bought into that program our bodies. Oh. And any other viral messages out there that are detrimental to our bodies and to our biology, let's clear that. Oh. 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 Okay. Sorry, Annette, I'm not giving you time to say anything here.
That's quite all right. I'm very grateful that you're giving up part of your Sunday afternoon to be on this show with me and to do such wonderful work for the people who are listening now or watching later.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing lots of yawning, and it's natural for we as participants to yawn as well, isn't it? Because I've found myself doing that.
Oh yeah, no worries. If all you do is yawn, that's great. That's letting a lot of things go. But sometimes we don't even know where some of those limiting beliefs come from. But that's okay. As long as we let them go and not need to hold on to them and let it be all transformed by the light. Oh. Yeah, it's totally all right to allow yourself to make as big a yawn as you need because releasing stuff is so important. And then again, let's come back to our immune system. The immune system is the thymus gland, and it's also in spirituality, we call it your I am presence. And when your I am presence is strong and powerful, then your immune system is strong and powerful. And so for many of us, what this means is we got to strengthen your sense of self, right? Believing in yourself, honoring your needs, honoring your voice. Be able to express yourself and have your voice in the world. That part I find a challenge always, to have your voice and be able to honor it and share it and all that. So let's clear that energy for anyone who's also so let's just resetting your I am presence to I am powerful. And I honor my voice, my intuition, and my own needs. So I'm programming that for all the people on the call who may need to honor your voice, your needs, your body, your intuition. And we have the best wisdom and knowledge about our bodies always. But I think that many of us are brought up to look outside experts, but our bodies always know what's good for us, what food is good for us, what supplements we may or may not need. how much rest, how much sleep. So honoring your body for everyone on the call, it's honoring what your body needs to sleep, what your body needs for nurturing, the quiet time your body needs, and then the touch your body needs. And then if you allow your body to choose your friends, instead of letting your mind choose your friends, yeah, that's going to change something, because I know that some of us force ourselves to be around certain people who may not be good for us energetically because for whatever reason, and we don't always need to know the reason, but when you honor your body, you always find the people who are supportive, loving, kind, and safe to be around. Oh. So just feel on the replay, someone tuning in on the replay who's having issues with negotiating boundaries with certain people at work. So here you go. Let's clear that energy for you. Oh. Oh. And I get it. So this is someone who has to work with people who do not support his sexual orientation at work, and he knows that. So that I want to clear that field of energy so that he has more support at work, because that totally affects your immune system and your sense of personal power and feeling supported. So for all the people who have to go to work and there's people around you who don't support you because of your sexual orientation or because of other things. Oh. Yeah, because subconsciously, just feeling all that really creates the fight or flight response inside already. So for a lot of people, even though the work environment may look peaceful and that nobody's yelling, nobody's fighting, but it's all the subconscious things we're able to tune into as very aware, very intuitive, very empathic people. It's often what people think of you, their thoughts, you already sense. And that's what's hurting a lot of you. And that creates the fight or flight response in your systems. So let's clear that. Oh. Oh. Yeah, and to all the people who this message is really speaking to you, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry you have to go to work each day and be judged for who you are and be put down for who you are. And you hear all those messages already before you even go to work. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, that makes it hard to go to work on time, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for all the people for whom this is really speaking to you, let us know on Angel Heart Radio's Facebook page. You know, I mean, I know that you want your privacy because you don't want to be the one saying, yes, at work, I'm surrounded by a bunch of you know whats, but we want to be able to support you and send your prayers and our love, because everyone deserves an environment of working where you can really thrive and share your talents. But when your mind is already in the fight or flight response, it's hard to be doing your best, being your best, and not react and not self-medicate. So that's clear. Oh. And I think for a lot of you, just knowing that someone knows and sees what you're going through, just that really allows you to just feel seen and heard and understood, right? So that's what I love about Angel Heart Radio. We provide a service for wonderful, amazing people like that who really can use this support. Oh.
Yes, well, I know that Anaya and everyone involved at Angel Heart Radio appreciate the fact that we have this opportunity to put messages out. And Grace, that's why I'm so excited that you're here, because I know you do a lot of work and you do a lot of Facebook Live yourself to help other people. And this is allowing people through Angel Heart Radio to be aware of the wonderful work that you do. And I hope that if people are hearing you and seeing you for the first time, that they will visit your website and your page on Angel Heart Radio and see all of the fabulous opportunities you have. Also through YouTube, you have so many YouTube sessions out there for particular
Yes.
conditions. And people can search for you and see if they have a particular condition. That would be really helpful. And they can reach out to you as well, can't they?
Yes, yes. You can connect with me on info@grace-g-hom.com. And then my website is grace-g-hom.com. And my Facebook group is Cosmic Grace Alchemy. And then my podcast is also Cosmic Grace Alchemy in a Podbean. Yeah. So I think my YouTube channel is Grace G-hom as well. So you can really find me. I have, I think, over 70 something YouTube sessions, anywhere from money to chronic issues to working with different activations, and yes, so much. So it's wonderful to be connecting with like-minded people who really want to heal. And I know that many of your listeners are also amazingly compassionate people who want to do work for the world as well. And I love supporting people who are here to not only do healing work, but to heal the planet, to heal Mother Earth, and to continue to clean the water and so many things, because we live on a beautiful planet. And I think Mother Earth is powerful and self-healing. She has a lot of self-healing abilities, but it also is kind of nice for her to be able to receive from us as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think, I'm sorry, did we cover all the stuff you wanted me to cover today, or what else would you like that would be fun for us to create?
Well, you've certainly covered a lot of areas, haven't you, Grace? I know that this session was brought on because we both had a concern over people's response to the cryon virus that is hitting the headlines. However, it's brought up so many other things as well, and it brings us back to the point of how important it is for us all to feel loved by ourselves as well as other people. Because when we respect and love ourselves, it's much easier to deal with whatever comes up in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a wonderful way to put it. And I also get that there's a lot of people who may not have been brought up in a supportive environment, and they are in a point where they're saying, what does self-love and self-care mean? So for those people, I'm just going to send you loving angels and guides to remind you that you always know, right? And some of us chose challenging families to come in, where you are the healer in your family or the black sheep. But when you chose that, it's because you know you have the capacity to transform that. So your rational mind is going to be fighting against that. But if you really let your heart listen, isn't it true then that you choose what will help you to see the gift of you? Like we choose difficult challenges because it would allow you to see how powerful you are and what a powerful creator you are. And so what if you actually do always have the answers for you, and just believe and know that actually when you allow yourself to go within and go into that space of your heart, you always know. So what would it take for you all to embody and know that you always know, and you are always surrounded by loving angels that you can talk to anytime? Yeah, so I think that really calms all the fears about not knowing, right? Because sometimes not knowing creates a lot of fears, but you always know what is right for you, what is good for you. Always know, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, so for all listeners, I think that's feeling better and better now. Yeah, that is feeling good. Yeah, now the energy field around that is feeling good for everyone on the replay as well. Good. Wonderful.
Well, Grace, that seems like a very appropriate way to bring this session to a close. Thank you very, very much. I trust that our watchers as well as our listeners will gain a lot from this. And if you're tuning in for the very first time, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Grace, thank you very, very much for agreeing to join me today with Angel Heart Radio. And everyone, may you continue to be the very, very best that you can be. And when you need support, remember there are people out there such as Grace who can support you. And please give your feedback to us here at Angel Heart Radio on our Facebook page. Until I'm speaking to you again, thank you so, so much, and enjoy whatever comes your way.
You've been listening to another fabulous program on Angel Heart Radio. Our goal is to remind you of how much you matter in the world, and to let you know that we appreciate who you are in the world. You can check out who's on, when we're on, and who our guests are at angelheartradio.com. Everything is there. It's all just one click away. Angel Heart Radio programs are powerful tools to help you in your life and your life experience. They are not intended, nor should they, be used to replace your medical or legal advice. Powered by love, Angel Heart Radio is brought to you by AngelLight777.com. The views and opinions expressed by Angel Heart Radio hosts, guests, co-hosts and associates should not be construed as advice from Angel Heart Radio.